The incomparable, amazing, beautiful, talented Janelle Monae is here.
Yay!
Thank y'all for having me. Thank y'all so much.
Before I get inappropriate,
Oh,
appropriate in my mind. The audience out there may not be familiar with your work and your kind of career path. Walk us through that, because I saw you at, what was it, R&B Live?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That was a long...
standing ovation, industry
Wow.
crowd. And you know those industry crowds, they don't really applaud for anybody. So, I mean, you were dancing on tables and carrying on. I think that was right after you had signed the Big Boy from Outkast.
Yeah, Big Boy and Sean Puffy Combs collaborated with my recording label, the Wonderland Art Society, and we released independent music and music nationally to the world together. So that was the night that we wanted everybody in New York and the world to know that I'm coming with Big Boy, with Puff, and they helped us. We were just writing music in our basement, honestly, and just moving about 500 CDs just in Atlanta by ourselves. And they said, we don't want to be involved creatively. We just want people to know about you. So I'm here because of those two artists.
So Diddy didn't try to take all your publishing and put you in some weird contract for the rest of your life?
No, absolutely. He said his exact words were, I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to be involved creatively. I just want to do something in my career that's creative and that's about the music.
See, Diddy's not so bad after all, guys.
Yeah, no, that
You know, he knows what he's doing here and there.
That is a rare circumstance in the way he handled that, but
Now, Rosenberg, have you ever seen Janelle Monae live?
yes, I hosted the Atlantic Showcase at South by 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh my God, did you?
And yeah, she was. Yeah, you don't remember? I came back like. I left like, oh, Janelle Monae, yeah, she's fine, she's cool. And then I came back like, oh my God, Janelle Monae.
I've experienced,
Yeah.
I've seen the future.
I saw you
Thank
perform with
you.
your band with Pharrell. I think it was a show that you and Syfe hosted maybe last year.
Was it at Afropunk?
Maybe.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Afropunk.
Okay.
It was something in the city, but you guys were amazing. I mean, your
Thank you.
band,
Thank
the
you, sweetie.
dynamics between
Thank
you guys. You've been with your band. Is that the band you've been with from the beginning?
Absolutely. Right out of Atlanta. Everybody's in Atlanta. I mean, I got my start in the AUC, and I was living in a boarding house with about 6 other girls and selling my music independently, and I was just really content with that. I was working at Office Depot. I wasn't content with that. But and I was going open mic to open mic, and that's where I met Big Boy, and I met all these incredible musicians, and we just were like, we were real anti-label, major label. Absolutely. We were like, let's just do this ourselves.
Right.
Forget them. You know, I felt like if I were to sign directly, they would try to, you know, control the music and the image and all that. And I was just, I wasn't, it wasn't cool to me. And so that's how we started our own label. And the musicians that you see with me now, you know, a lot of them have been with me since the beginning.
That's a funny contrast that you went from I want to be indie, don't want to sign a label to, you know, I'm a rock with Puff.
I know.
That's like complete.
Well, you know what? It's a partnership. You know, I'm not signed directly. I have my own label.
Right.
But it was
And
kind of
so we
like,
have a
as on a
partnership.
business level, you recognize the benefits that he could
absolutely.
bring, and then
Absolutely. And, you know, the story is, which is a true story, is when, you know, I had him fly down and he came to the show, and I was already, you know, again, selling music independently. He came and watched the show and we talked. And one of the things that, you know, I did was I gave them all a book, Atlantic and Puff, and I said, listen, read The Big Move by Seth Godin. It was about just being remarkable and not trying to, you know, fit it into any stereotypes.
that's the whole
for young
purple
black
cow thing, right?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I like you. And then
Don't tell me that.
Yeah, don't tell him
This
that.
interview
And then I
will
gave
take a
up-
Go
turn.
crazy.
Just warning.
And so then I gave
Warning.
them a list of core values, and you know what I'm saying? I had to make sure that they were ready to be down. I said, listen, this is my image, this is my hair, I want to wear this, I want the world to see this Janelle Monae. And they were just, I mean, they were cool. So it worked out. You know, it had to be the right partnership. And once I told them my core values and everything, they were cool.
Let's talk about sex appeal, sexy women, objectifying, all of that, because your image is very much, you go out in a suit and a tie, that's been your thing, and not showing skin, but
You
you're
show skin, look.
yeah,
look at
but
that.
not in
Look
the
at her hands.
traditional.
Look at my feet.
Oh,
She has amazing toes. I was just super creepy about her
Yo,
toes
you-
just a second
you
ago.
don't- for-
I'm down.
For future reference, when
Yes.
you're being super creepy, generally you don't say it out loud. You just do it to yourself.
Yo, it takes one to know one, my
Yeah,
dude.
I'm gonna help you
Takes
out.
one to know
Big
one.
fest over here.
So
Y'all
back,
need to
but
move
back
in.
to your toes and hands and feet and beauty and all of that.
Okay.
You try to take a stance of not being like the objectified traditional thing that we see from women out in your music. You want art first,
You know what?
sex and
Right.
all that second.
Well, let me tell you. My goal has always been to redefine, I guess, what it means to be a woman, especially a black woman. And when I did come into the industry, I didn't see people, dressing this way, and I just felt as though there was going to be some pressure to look like somebody else. And I'm into fashion, and I just think the tuxedo is cool. It also is paying homage to the working class. My mother, her last occupation, she was a janitor, and my father worked as at the post office, and so I like to pay homage to them and to continue on that legacy to helping the community through music. And so it just keeps me humbled. It keeps me grounded. But my goal is never to dress up because I don't want to show skin, but it is to say I'm in control of my body.
Right.
And as women, I think we should just be in control of our body, whether we're naked or whatever. But let that be your decision. Not these are the standards. You are a woman. You need to do
and
this.
definitely not my decision.
Absolutely.
Yes, bro, we know. Do you see a time when you abandon that look?
When my close friends and family, they see me, in different things.
But performance-wise?
I think I will not be a slave to my own interpretations of image or anybody else's.
Wait,
so
time-
That time
meaning
is
it could
right.
change if you feel like it, or it
Yeah.
could not.
I do it according, to my soul clock, whatever I'm on. But I like long-term ideas.
You're a cover girl.
Yes.
So when you say it, like, to me, it's like you don't look like the typical cover girl. And I love that about you. When I saw your first ad, I was like, me and Carly Hustle were like, yo, she's gorgeous and you were glowing.
Thank
and I
you.
just love that you didn't change. You were still
Thank you.
Janelle Monae.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm honored to be a cover girl. I'm still pinching myself. I mean, I'm from Kansas, right? And I'm like, how did I, become this cover girl? And I think the thing is partnering with people that make sense. And for me, I wanted to get my message out to young girls and to let them know, be unique, even if it makes others uncomfortable. Love who you are. Love your hair.
Damn.
Love everything,
Damn.
Well, what's up,
And
Ebro?
so-
Nothing.
She's
She
perfect.
keeps saying all this positive stuff. I want to say inappropriate things.
No.
Stop.
It's not.
Hold on, just keep holding tight there, bro. Her features on the new album are Prince.
Whoa.
Don't get that feature every day. That's not like the, it's not the standard issue feature. It's not like getting Wheezy to drop a
And this
verse.
is which album?
Yeah.
Second out. The
This
second
is my
commercial
second
release.
full length.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's just track 2. Track 3 features Erykah Badu.
You don't get Prince and Erica on
Yeah,
the
well,
same
that's
album.
followed by Solange and Miguel. Mm-hmm. And then she also has Esperanza Spalding.
Amazing.
So just an incredibly awesome, soulful, like all the people who are in a headspace that, artists and people who love the art really appreciate. How does that Prince collabo happen? Because you must have obviously grown up worshiping this guy, and then you get him on your record. What's that like?
Actually, growing up, I was scared of Prince. I was scared of his eyes. I had this dream that he chased me in this purple suit. Crazy.
And then it happened.
I did.
And then you made eye contact.
And then he reached out to me when I released, around the same time we did our partnership with Puff. And I had released Metropolis, which was my first EP. And he reached out, and I didn't even know he even knew about me. And he called me on the phone and invited me and my band over to have a jam session. We stayed up to about 7 a.m, just dancing, singing. And he just told me, I really appreciate what you guys are doing. I respect that you came into business telling Puff what to do. He's got a kick out of that, and the fact that we were just in control of our art. And so he took me on tour. We did Madison Square Garden. We did the Forum. And he's been like a mentor to me. So it was very organic. I do recognize, though, that he has not, been on a lot of people's albums or collaborating. So I appreciate it, and I'm humbled. I'm honored. I'm just thankful.
You talked about your family, and your family gets to
Yeah.
see you, hair down, probably wearing different outfits than
Right.
we the public get to see. But
You know what?
how do I get a part of this family? What is it? The Intergalactic Star Commission? What is the name of your thing?
Ah, you've been reading. Mhm.
Is that what it is?
Well, it's a concept album. And
Okay.
so whenever I speak about androids or the future, I'm speaking about the new other. The android is the new black. The android is the new gay. The android is the new woman.
What is that? What do you mean? Because
someone who is oftentimes marginalized, discriminated against. And I feel as though, it's not just about being a great singer or creating music, but also tying in a message, because I think music changes the world. It changes perception. And right now we have people killing each other. We have violence. We have people committing suicide because they're not accepted in this world, in this community for who they are. And so this story is about an android. It's just parallels to all the people that I just named, those groups of people that we marginalize and we hold back. And that is what the future represents. As science fiction. I speak through science fiction. I'm a writer. I grew up writing at the Young Playwrights Coterie Theater Roundtable and writing short stories, and actors would perform them. So I love concept albums. I love, Stevie Wonder's concept albums, David Bowie's concept album, Prince. I mean, all those people have inspired me to tell a story that could change lives. I think that's most important.
Are you also on any level like a sci-fi nerd who enjoys like things that are typically nerdy sci-fi that you might not picture a beautiful woman being into?
What does that mean? Like, I love reading books. I love Octavia Butler's books. I love film. Cinema is a huge inspiration for me. I mean, I love, Star Wars. I grew up with my grandma watching The Twilight Zone and all those things. So I've loved it for so long, and I wanted to create this album that was rooted in R&B music, though, through science fiction. I wanted to do something, a little different.
But it's very Andre 3000-esque.
Okay.
Some of what you do, yes.
I love Andre. He's like my big brother.
Right. So,
he
and your
listens.
performance, what was it? Was that Love Below album where he had like Hey Ya and all that on there?
Love Hey Ya.
Yeah, I mean everybody does, but is at the time that he put that out, were you doing your thing in Atlanta at that time performing? So were you inspired by him? Was he inspired by you, or it's just a cross section of things that just
Outkast has inspired me for years, and they let me know as a black woman, as a black artist, how far we could take music, and so I've just wanted to take it even further.
That was a political answer.
What do you mean? That wasn't political. Why was that political?
I don't
It
know.
wasn't political.
No.
What do you think I think it was
I'm
pretty.
thinking she was out there in Atlanta doing it.
Oh, and they were
killing the
fighting her.
game.
You're saying Outkast bitch
Killing
Janelle
the
Monae.
game. And they were on their ATLian sting, right? But then 3000 was like, hold up. This girl's taking it somewhere else. Let me get over here and get at this. And he did the Hey Ya fingers and the dance and all that. But I think she was already rocking that.
Were you
and then
already
Big
rocking
Boy
in
was like, yo,
2004?
come with us.
Were you already in 2004? Were you
Look
already
at
out
him,
there?
look at
That's
him.
why I got it.
He tried to.
I got it.
Atlanta is an amazing place to live because you can talk to people like Outkast, Goody Mob. I'm on a new Goody Mob album as well.
As you should
and
be.
They were just very inspiring to me again growing up, and necessary, I think, to balance out where hip hop is and music in general.
Yeah, they're phenomenal. I just saw them a little while ago. They're
amazing.
They are brilliant.
Did they come up here?
They didn't come up here. I interviewed them for a different website that I do, and I sat with them and talked all about like their origins in the beginning and how they all started. Funny that you make people start with you on a book because they all came together based on this one book that I'm spacing on the name of because I'm, unfortunately part of the 15 who don't have a clue, the 15%. You know what I'm saying, Ebro?
I know what
or
you're
is it
talking
10?
about, God.
Is it the 10%?
No, it's really like the 95%.
Oh, it's the 85. I'm part of the 85.
Yeah.
I get confused. When you're in the 85, you don't even
You
know
don't
that
know,
you're part
it's
of the
really
85.
95. It's
It's
really
95?
nice. It's as high as 95 who are out here dumb, blind, ignorant, and just
that's
walking
me.
around.
But yeah, they're amazing, and that record's fantastic. Well, what's Badu? What's the relationship like with Erica?
She's like a big sister. I love her. I call her, talk to her about anything. She was one of the first female artists to reach out to me and take me on tour with her. And so she is, everything. Our song "Queen" together was inspired by our private conversations about community,
not to
about
cut you
everything.
off. If you guys ever want to get me married, because I've never been married,
Yes.
you put me in a room with Janelle Monae and Erica Badu.
And you're gonna get married to both of them.
Yes, that's
By
where
the
I
way,
was going.
my Lord.
I think the funniest part here is that if you paid attention, Janelle Monae said that her Andre's like her older brother and Erica's like her older sister, which is sort of weird and incestuous when you think about it.
Oh my
indeed.
God, you guys are crazy.
They have 7, on the same together. By the way, is this album out right now?
This album is out right now. Listen, this album was created from love. It's meant to empower, enlighten, and inspire. I brought in an orchestra. I brought in live horn players, Brazilian players. I got the opportunity to work with string players, and I wanted to create something that you could listen to almost like whenever you want to get uplifted or freed, you can listen to certain songs like Victory. I've had low moments in my life, and I wrote that song to inspire me, but to inspire everybody listening to it to be victorious in the little things. I have songs, again with Prince, giving them what they love, to Erykah Badu, to Solange, to Miguel, to Esperanza Spalding. If you go to Target, I have a song with CeeLo Green and Big Boy.
Whoa,
Then you could probably
Four additional tracks will be on the Target, and it comes as a double album. So when you go to Target, you look at this. This is the cover for that edition.
So on the inside cover, check this out, Rosenberg. She actually has herself in different hairstyles.
I know, I saw.
You saw that?
She has so the ones to her right look like the 50s R&B background singer Bob.
So who is this Max Stellings guy, Vice Chancellor of the Palace of the Dogs Art Society?
Oh, you're jealous.
And why does he get to have any input on anything to do with you?
Oh my gosh, you are so crazy. It is, again, the concept album. I think a lot of my fans have bought into the story, and it is just it's a concept record, so you have to read it all. It would be hard for me to explain right now. You guys would think I was weird.
No,
and y'all wouldn't.
And that's
well, you are weird, but that's part of the greatness.
Cool. Being weird is cool. I'm a weirdo lurker, old man. I'm into it.
That's different. You're a pervert.
Yeah, and that too. And I'm comfortable with that. But this is almost like a fiction book mixed with music.
Absolutely.
So is where this going for you, to books and movies? Is that where?
Absolutely. I am. We already have a screen play for the Arcandroid, and so hopefully that happens soon.
And you would star in that?
I would. Absolutely.
So you're gonna act too?
Absolutely.
Tight.
Cool. When the time is right.
And you are married, not married, in a relationship?
I'm married to music.
Married to music. Good answer.
I'm interested in creating 1 million electric ladies, and these are women that don't, have the same hair color, the same size, the same skin color, but they are deeply rooted in community, and we want to be the change that we want to see. And we are nurturers and helping the next generation move forward in a positive way. Absolutely.
So that means procreation is an option.
She said 1,000.
1,000?
No, I said 1 million.
She said 1 million.
How can I move in?
But
what do I have to do?
But
Sign me up. Do I get a barcode in my arm, or
you just have to find you an electric lady and be there for her. Help her.
How about that, Ebro? You could find an electric lady.
The lady I currently have is a blow up lady. It's not the same.
Oh.
It doesn't have a plug in.
It's not electric.
It's not electric. So I'm not there yet. It's levels.
All
There's
right.
levels.
Right.
There's levels. You got to start somewhere.
That's true. You do. Start somewhere. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong.
It's nothing.
At least I got somebody.
Exactly. Somebody needs you.
Or is anyone going to comment on the fact that the way Janelle's hat hangs on her head is a miracle?
It does defy gravity. It does defy gravity.
It just sits. No one has a hat that just hangs on the. It's vertical. It's vertical. That's impossible.
It's like your man from Oz with the little joint.
Funny.
What was this? Adebisi hat. Yeah.
Well, listen. Shoot. Don't be talking about my hat.
Nah.